down for the Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Gasol at center. On opening night, Clark, both teams would love to start off, obviously, on a winning note.
Without question, I mean, setting that winning tone, gaining that confidence that comes from winning, and they all count. Wins today are just as important as wins that you get in March and April.
Here's James. Off target with the fadeaway.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Westbrook. Gasol with the rebound.
Yeah, that was $1 million crossover to free him up, but that finish, I'd give him 50 cents.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Beal against Kuzma. Outside Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Down against Caldwell Pope. Here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston. Kuzma outside. 5 to shoot. They get it back. Goes up again. And LeBron with a nice bucket inside.
Well, the work ethic of LeBron is admirable. I mean, even when he's not involved in the play, he's still getting it done on the glass.
For 3, Westbrook. And another miss by Washington. Floats one, and it's finished off by Schroeder as he lays it in.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Washington gets it back and a new 14.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of this game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Lakers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
Yeah, you know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful. Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Kuzma outside. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Free throw good, James.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
And so he hits both. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
His dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Kuzma. Rebounded by the Wizards.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Beal can't get it to go.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 3. And that one's good. Hachimura.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Here's LeBron. He can't hit that time. Some solid defense from Brown. Pass to Westbrook. Launches it. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Gasol up top. The pass to LeBron. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
A chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. He's coming off an excellent season. First in assists, 4th in steals, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor, an absolute magician with the basketball. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Weight room muscle on display there, James. Even when he gets hit, he can still score.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And Washington making a change here. Berton has checked in. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
Beal, the pass to Bertens. Passes it to Hachimura. Good work there as it goes. Hachimura's got 6. Here's Schroeder. Got a piece of it. Shot from free throw range. That shot no good. And it's Washington the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
For three, Westbrook. Gasol with the rebound.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Schroeder, and he slams it one-handed.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Bertens. Outside Beal. Shot clock at 5. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Braun right side. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Lets it fly. And it's Westbrook missing.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
LeBron passes to Schroeder. Shoots over Beal. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Kuzma kicks to James. Feeds it to Schroeder. No good that time. And Washington the other way now.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
James looking it over. Kicks to Schroeder. Westbrook with the block. And it's Beal in the corner. Back to Westbrook. Three-pointer on the way. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Kuzma. This is to LeBron. Back to Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, you're playing with fire anytime you leave somebody open on James' team. I mean, LeBron, his court vision, outstanding.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. One thing about Kyle Kuzma, Clark, he's not a ball stopper. When he touches the ball, he is shooting it.
I would not disagree with you there, guys. He is fearless looking for a shot. He hunts his shot aggressively, and he's very efficient. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles, but the one thing I like about him is that he doesn't hold on to that ball long. He's going to make a quick, decisive move or get it out of his hands.
Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Russell Westbrook, number 1.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Back to Beal. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
The first one falls. Name some traits that make for a great team leader. You've been in that role. What did you like and embrace, and what have you seen from others?
Well, I think it starts with humility, a real sense of who you are and what your role is on the team as a leader, and then a really good example setter. I think those qualities are essential. Humility speaks to selflessness, but also being one that holds yourself accountable too.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. The pass to Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 12.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Kuzma outside. He dishes it to LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Here's Hachimura. James covering. Puts it up from 12. Hachimura, no good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Free throw, no good for LeBron. Washington trailing. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. 1:16 left to play in the first. Here's Hachimura. The shot missing. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 14-6 run. That was terrific.
And, you know, this is where James is most dangerous, attacking and looking to tear into that defense.
Outside Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on
you. He's off on the second.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. That free throw missing.
And he's letting a lot of points get away at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Napier, he's checked in for Hachimura. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
You know, it's one of the things coaches like least is giving away points. I mean, they've been a step late. They've been caught reaching. They've got to tighten things up at the defensive end. So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Westbrook with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
2 on the clock. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, ending the first quarter on a 20-7 run. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And we return to the second quarter, and Noche Latina specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Well, this is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Montrezl Harrell. And it's Caruso in at the 2 guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Passes it to Beal. The dish to Brown. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And here is LeBron. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Do you think on average rookies are having a greater impact on their teams now than in decades past?
I really don't think so, Kevin. You can go back and look at the numbers historically. Every draft class usually has 6 to 10 rookies that have a significant impact on their respective teams. And of those 10, perhaps 10 or 12, maybe only a few are going to be on playoff teams just because of the nature of the draft. I don't really think that's changed tremendously over the decades.
And Brown drops them both. Now here's James. 19 points in the game. Pass to Harrell. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. He kicks it to Schroeder. Unloads from 13. Again, Los Angeles.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Pass to Bertans. Nice ball movement by Washington. Brown outside. Shoots the 3. And another miss by Washington. Lakers leading by 6. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
Well, that's one man never afraid to punch it. Give LeBron a path to the bucket, and the finish is going to be something in a poster.
Brown outside. Back to Napier. Wide open look. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
James against Brown, and they double up James. Harrell kicks it over to Schroeder. Out left to the wing. Here's Caruso. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morris has got the lead up to 8 now for the Lakers.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Now Napier. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Bertans. An 11-point game for him in the win against New York. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Lakers second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And the pass to LeBron. Shoots over Brown. Here's Caruso. Morris left side. Schroeder outside. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up there for Harrell. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Beal gets a wide open look. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Los Angeles leading by 5. Schroeder looking around. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Another one of those special nights for LeBron. I mean, you know, if he sticks around till he's an older fella, that all-time scoring career mark, wow, might be in jeopardy.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Napier with it. Here's Beal. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
LeBron passes to Schroeder. Dishes to Harrell. Morris kicks to James. Clock at 6. And they double up LeBron. Over Bertans. James, no good. Wizards trail by 3. Left side, Brown. And he gets it to go.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway, but he sure can make it happen.
Schroeder outside. He dishes it to Harrell. LeBron passes to Morris. Kicks it to Schroeder. And the layup is good. Schroeder's got 11 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And here's Napier to the paint. Good work defensively by Morris. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. And the dunk by James.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Passes it to Beal. Great D that time from James.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense. You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation, but I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. Then for the Wizards, Russell Westbrook's checked in for Beal, and it's Ish Smith in for Shabazz Napier. Bertans finds Westbrook. Back to Bertans. And he's on the money with his first shot today.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage.
Back to James. And they double up James. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Morris. And Wagner pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Leading by 5. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Friday, they're off to Boston to take on the Celtics. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Kevin, things could get ugly for this team during this road stretch. They just haven't had the same focus nor execution that we've seen from them when they're at home.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Westbrook kicks to Brown. From beyond the arc. No good on the shot.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Caruso, the pass to James.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Westbrook passes to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And when Smith is feeling it, he's not going to hesitate when he has the ball. I mean, he really is able to keep the defense off balance and somewhat surprised when he goes up with that shot as quick as he did there.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's James, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And and they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
He's gone 5 of 8 free throw shooting in the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low. Teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
Free throw good, James.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Here's Westbrook. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Down kicks to Smith. Outside Westbrook. From 18 feet away, it's good. Westbrook's got 17.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. 34 points for LeBron.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Outside Westbrook. Releases. The Wizards with another miss.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Tell you what, if he's within shouting distance of the basket, he's going to get his buckets. You can count on that.
35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Smith. And just miss after miss right now.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Westbrook can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their transition game has been in full effect. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 38 points, 10 rebounds, and 1 block. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Hey, we knew the King was going to come home and hold court. Tonight, a little extra. Whew. He gets anywhere he wants, any shot he wants. How old is this guy, 15?
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot. Here's Caldwell Pope. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hachimura the pass to Westbrook. Over Caldwell Pope. Got a piece of it.
Helps to have a shooting guard who can block shots, a real bonus, and Caldwell Pope does a nice job at stiff-arming shooters. It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Now, here's Westbrook. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Off with the layup.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Wizards trail by 17. Beal taking his time here. Fires from deep. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Beal drives in, and another miss by Washington.
Offensively, the struggles continue. 0 for 5 to start the half.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 at the line. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. 4th, Russell Westbrook.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Outside, Beal. Pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Schroeder. Kept alive. Right through the D for the layup. Hachimura's got 8 points.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Lakers.
Gasol dishes to James. Off target from outside. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Washington. Outside, Beal. Now Westbrook. 17 points in the game. Here's Bryant. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket. 5 points in the game.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Gasol kicks it over to Schroeder. Rebound, Washington. Bryant's got rebound number 8 now on the night. There's Beal with the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Washington with the rebound. Bryant's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And it's Brown missing.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Pass to LeBron. Here's Kuzma, defended by Bryant with the fadeaway. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Tries a 3. The rebound by Gasol.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And Kuzma slams it in.
You know what? At 6'9", Kuzma is a terrific athlete, and he's very good at using that size and athleticism to knife through the defense.
Bryant dishes to Brown. Outside Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the tray. Westbrook's got 20.
And he's having a difficult quarter shooting the ball with just 1 make and 9 attempts.
Caldwell Pope passes to Gasol. There's the dish to Schroeder. Westbrook with the block. And here we go. Washington fast break. Westbrook leading the charge. Lakers leading by 20. Floats it up for James. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
Westbrook passes to Hachimura. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And he makes good on the layup. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
There's the pass to Beal. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And another miss by Washington. And it's the Lakers' ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Taken away. Here's Beal. He's got 8. Outside Westbrook. That's tipped. Washington again turning it over.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for James. Coming off a terrific season. Averaged about 27 points a game last season. 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
Puts it up from 12, and again it's the Lakers.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Here's Beal. That shot misses. And it's the Lakers the other way. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Shabazz Napier's checked in for Troy Brown. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 20-7 run. Pass to Kuzma. He kicks it to Schroeder. Over Napier. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 4 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Horton Tucker. Napier covering. Horton Tucker, that's good. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Harrell, he's checked in for Gasol. Markieff Morris comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Inside, here's Westbrook. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell.
A very nice season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. Free throw good, Westbrook. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So it's the Lakers now. Here's Caruso. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Kuzma. From past the arc, it's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
A reliable stretch 4. In this day and age, Kuzma is very valuable because of his three-point shooting.
Bryant looking over the floor. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You look at Bryant, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come. And, of course, Montrezl Harrell. He also shoots the ball so well. One of the best.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And Washington making a change here. Mahinmi's checked in. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Here's Horton Tucker. Kuzma passes to Morris. Lakers passing it around. Here's Horton Tucker. Morris trying to free himself up. Horton Tucker, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mahimi with it. Pass to Hachimura. A shot, no good. Good work defensively by Morris. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 17-7 run. And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Westbrook kicks to Bryant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Westbrook. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. Harrell down low. Guarded by Mahimi, and it's Harrell missing. Washington shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Westbrook. There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. Here's Mahimi. Tipped away and stolen by Harrell, and it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caruso. Lays it up off the glass. Caruso's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now the pass to Hachimura. Good work defensively by Morris. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Caruso, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Goes up on the high post. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Morris trying to free himself up. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 9 points in the quarter.
Taking on everybody, all comers. Kuzma's very aggressive, and he's used to getting hit on the way up. Plays well through contact.
11 seconds left in the third. And here's Westbrook. 3-pointer. He can't get that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now here's Harrell. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Horton Tucker in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5. 6 to shoot. Back to Harrell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harrell's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Los Angeles. Napier passes to Mahimi. Clark, when you think of athleticism, specific. Talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Cook's checked in. And the free throw, no good.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
Passes to Smith. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's in there.
Whenever the defense is right up on Smith, he usually finds a way to get it done.
And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Washington shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Pass to Matthews. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. To the inside. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Payton, he's checked in for the Wizards. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Matthews with the bounce pass. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Payton. Mahinmi trying to get open. Poked loose. Here's Bezekniks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Rondo dishes to Morris. Back to Rondo. The shot, no good. Good D by Payton. Here's Smith. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And it's 7 points for Smith.
Really nice decision by Smith to go up with the floating jumper there. Boy, he's got excellent timing when it comes to the release of that particular shot.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Any changes you'd like to see made in the process when players and teams are fined for any number of things, incidents on the floor or off the floor?
Well, I think there's a place for fines, and the different amounts depending on how egregious the act is by a player or team makes some sense. I think having different categories. But I'm one that would rather hit hard and less often. So I think if you want to minimize the number of finable offenses, then make the penalty be greater for those things that are finable.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Rondo, good.
And although not the biggest guy, you gotta love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Smith, the pass to Mahinmi. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mahinmi's got his first basket of the night. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
And he makes the first. Clark, last season we saw more of the global game series from the NBA. A couple games in Mexico, one in England. It's nice to see.
Yeah, it really is, because I actually 6 years ago had a chance to be with the Pacers in the global games in the Philippines, and then Taipei, Taiwan with the Rockets. Great experience for the players and the organizations. It's an additional level of travel, no doubt, about a week to 10 days where you're in another country, but it's great for the game and it's great for the fans in those countries.
Mahimi kicks to Matthews. Nice ball movement by Washington. The pass to Payton. A three ball. Mahimi trying to get open. The shot by Payton, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Cook, good.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Smith trying to break loose. Vaseknik's no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
Here's Smith. And again, Washington, no good. And it's Cook with the ball for Los Angeles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. But you think it helps the pace of the game with the NBA recently modifying the shot clock rule that after an offensive rebound, it doesn't go back to 24. It goes now to the new number, 14 seconds.
Well, I really like the rule because you don't have to bring the ball over the half-court line, which is 8 seconds, so it makes sense, and it does speed up the game, in my opinion.
First one falls for him.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Washington's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Will it go? Payton. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Payton's got his first basket.
You talk about passing. Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Outside, Davis. Vaseknik with the rebound. The Wizards have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Mahimi. Rebounded by Dudley. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, Kevin, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Here's Vaseknik. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You know, in addition to his blinding speed, Smith just drops dimes all over the place. He's really difficult to match up against in the pick and roll.
Outside, Davis. Pass to Rondo. Here is Cook. But the relationship between referees and players reaching a fever pitch. What can be done to smooth those waters and mend those fences?
Well, I think first and foremost, players have to give. Both sides have to give in this equation, but I think it's incumbent upon the players to accept and respect the position of the officials, and the officials have to also be willing to engage in interacting well with the players. It's a two-way street, but I think most of that is on the players because they have to control how they respond to officials more than officials have to respond to the players.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. The Lakers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Kicks to Davis. And the rejection by Mahimi. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. Over Rondo. Payton. Good. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Pass to Davis. To the middle. Cook kicks to Dudley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good that time. Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Kozeknik passes to Smith. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. And I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Here's Payton. They get it again. Gets it to go. That one good from Kozeknik. And so it's the Lakers with it. Here is Cook. And the shot goes down. Cook's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Dudley against Smith. Outside Matthews. Payton passes to Mahimi. Back to Payton. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. And the first one drops. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
And he comes up with the deuce. That's 12 points for Smith.
Boy, I love watching Smith downhill, playing in attack mode. Even though he's one of the smallest guys on the floor, that doesn't keep him from getting inside.
1:53 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Cook. Rebound by Mahimi. Mahimi's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Bezekniks, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker. I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they really took control of the first 2 games in this series by keeping the pressure on. The win here tonight will move them to 2-0 with just 1 left here to go against the Wizards.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for LeBron.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
No good on the second free throw. Mark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally think to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Pass to Davis. Back to Rondo. And there's the pass to Davis. Over Mahimi. And again, no good by the Lakers. Smith scanning the floor. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, were you satisfied with the team's performance tonight?
We got a very good team, but in order for us to continue to improve, we have to go out and we have to defend. We have to play for one another. We have to be selfless. You know, it's not about the individual, it's about the team. And if we all give in to what the team needs to do to be better, then we'll be okay.
It is a work in progress, LeBron. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.